So it's 1985, late summer. I'm 15, and my brother is 18, and he's about to go to college, and he wants a car, which means a Rosin family road trip to the used car lots of Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
We went to like 8 billion lots because we didn't have money.
So after scouring those 8 billion lots, he makes a decision, a 1977 Buick LeSabre.
Gold, with a light beige interior.
Yeah. He's a mechanic, so he cares about stuff like that. So my mom's driving the car, heads back toward the lot where the Buick is, gets in the left lane, waits to make the turn.
And they just slammed into us, and that was it. You know, everything blacked out on us.
Another car hit us so hard that our own huge car got crushed in half. The back doors crumpled, the trunk flew open, and then I heard it before I saw it. My dad.
Screaming, get an ambulance, somebody call an ambulance.
My mom was slumped over the steering wheel, unconscious, and bleeding from the side of her head.
And what do you remember was my reaction?
So everybody's reactions seemed normal, and then we have you. He was basically sat on the side of the road and observed. He was just like, all right, so we got into an accident. Yeah, all right, whatever. Like, when can we go home?
My family would debate this abnormal reaction of mine for years.
It was probably like one of those situations where it's just like, maybe there's something wrong with her. Maybe the accident brought out what, we couldn't diagnose in those years. That kind of a thing.
Another one of his famous theories, she just doesn't give a shit about us. Now, the truth is, I was probably just in shock that day, but as I sat by the side of the road, I developed a theory about myself. I had a superpower, an unnatural ability to keep fear and anxiety at bay. And especially in emergency situations, my mind behaved like a well-trained Marine, calm, focused, and ready to execute. And this story I had about myself served me well for many, many years. When I was in my 20s and traveling overseas and got myself into some dicey situations, when I became a reporter and there was a fire or a casualty or an accident, I was right there. And then when I became a parent, and there are so many things that you could potentially be afraid of. And then one day, I was traveling in Chicago with my son Jacob and his friend, and they wanted to go to the top of the Sears Tower to visit those glass balconies. If you've never seen them, they're like glass boxes in the sky. Glass sides, glass floors, they're pretty cool. So we take the elevator up, rush to the glass balconies, and all of a sudden, I feel like I am going to die. I am overcome with terror. I'm sweating and shaking, and I just stumble backwards. What was that? I'm supposed to be the fearless one. Surely I can handle a glass box. So I slip one foot onto the glass box, and again, total wave of fear. So I inch back slowly, defeated, pace my back to the wall, and wait for Jacob to finish. Here's Jacob.
It was like overreacting to nothing.
But when I freaked out, what did you guys think of me? Did you think, what a loser?
Yeah.
Jacob is here. Thank you, Jacob. Anyway, so over the next few weeks, I tested this vulnerability of mine. I went to a rooftop party and peeked over the roof. I went to the top of a tall building, tried to look out the window. I tried to climb a tree that I have climbed many, many times before. No way. I just could not do it. So what did this mean about me? Was I no longer a fearless person? Was I a fearful person now, or was I something in between? And that's where I was when my mother sent me this text. Now, If any of you have heard my Invisibilia story, you will know that my mother one day asked me if I would jump out of a plane with her. My father had died a year earlier, and for that entire year, my mother was totally miserable. She was barely leaving the house, barely eating. This was pretty much the first thing I'd heard her express an interest in all year. She'd gotten it into her head that this would be the one thing that would help her move forward. And of course I wanted to help her. On the other hand, total terror. So I talked to my friends about this. I asked them, what should I do? And they gave me the same advice that many of you maybe are thinking, which is like, why do you have to go up in the plane with her? Can't she jump and you stand on the ground and just like clap for her? To which I reply, what is wrong with all you people? Who sends their 74-year-old mother up in an airplane by herself? Not me. So before I knew it, I'm at the Philadelphia skydiving place signing a stack of in case of death forms. Only instead of me kindly comforting my mother, she's comforting me.
You can change your mind, Hanna. It's going to be nice, Hanna. It's going to be nice.
I didn't change my mind, and so we were off.
How you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous?
I'm trying to get excited. How many minutes do I have to get excited?
Minutes, I believe.
All right. I'll move a little way towards the center.
All right, it's going to be awesome. You're going to have a lot of fun. Jonay, how you feeling? Awesome. Well, let's get out there. I'll see you out in the sky.
Okay.
Okay, that is the smile you give someone when you want to rip their face off so they stop giving you 2 thumbs up. Oh, God. This is the worst. This is insane. Oh, my God. All right, so here's the point where I'm supposed to be like, wow, majestic, beautiful, look at the glorious landscape. Instead, there's one word going through my mind. Down, 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 down. Please hurry up and go down. Whew. So did that experience settle my relationship with fear? Yes, it absolutely did. My new fear is incontrovertibly, definitely real and definitely inside me. Not only that, but I would say skydiving made it 2 times worse because now I'm not just afraid of heights, I'm also afraid of airplanes. Because every time I get on an airplane, I proceed with the knowledge that someone could push me out of it. Now, does that mean that I'm a totally changed person? I don't think so. I think what I decided is that I'm a basically still fearless person with 2 giant gaping holes of fear. That's okay. We can just decide that that's a thing. Now, for those of you who are thinking of going skydiving because, I don't know, your honeymoon or you want to have an adventure or whatever, here are 2 totally different views of that experience.
Hey, Miriam, what'd you think of that?
I think it's awesome.
Awesome?
Oh.
Did you have a good time?
I had a good time, and I'm going to do it again.
You're going to do it again. Nice job up there, Miriam. Thanks for coming to Cross
Thank you
Keys.
so much.
That was crazy.
Would you do it again?
Fuck no.
No.